Michigan. Tom Anderson here, and we're talking about an event that takes the cold weather away and makes it summer out here. And you are?
Judy Bisson.
And I understand you're in charge of a bunch of ladies that are trying to make something really shine in the Muskegon area.
Yes, it's Miss Shoreline Scholarship Pageant.
It is.
Yes.
And this is where we start the preliminary for the people the gals that go on to the Miss Michigan pageant.
On to Miss Michigan, right. It's the next step.
And it used to be the Muskegon pageant.
Right.
Well, tell us a little bit about it. You're new, or how long have you been
Well,
with it?
I was with Miss Muskegon for 25 years.
Then you're not new.
No, I'm not new. And then I retired, and Shelley called me back and said, would you like to work on Miss Shoreline? And so I got Miss Shoreline. And I'm still learning because ever since then, since Miss Muskegon, a lot of things have changed, so I'm still learning.
Okay, but the thing is now, when it was Miss Muskegon pageant, it was basically the geographical area of Muskegon is what we were looking at.
Right. That, Grand Haven, it was Miss Ottawa, Muskegon, Miss Muskegon, Shoreline. So it was just the one area. Now it's an open pageant, which means the whole state, the girls can come from anywhere in the state.
As long as it's shoreline. And everything is shoreline to the Lake Michigan, as far as we're concerned.
Right. Everybody
Muskegon,
comes to the
right?
shoreline, right.
We're just the headquarters here. And I understand this is taking place in a couple weeks.
In January 30th, right here at the Holiday Inn in the ballroom in the back.
And do we have a bunch of contestants already?
We have several. The papers have been coming in from the girls. They've got to send me all everything so I can get it in their judges' books and your pictures and everything that their talent, CDs and.
Are you getting a great diversity?
Yes, we are. It's really been kind of interesting to look at them, to see what's coming in.
Okay, as far as types of girls, their backgrounds, and their talents, too.
Right, talent. Well, in fact, one that I opened for the teen, it was American Indian, Native American, and she's doing a loop dance with her loops. So yes,
something different.
Yes, it is very different.
Oh, that's super. Well, we remember way back when Nancy Ann Fleming came from the area, and she didn't do a dance.
Her Tahitian. She did Tahitian dance.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of different things done, and that's what adds spice to it.
Right.
It makes it really fun to see the different talents that they have. Because not everybody just has to sing, right?
No, a lot of people can't.
I can't,
right? We can't, no. But if they can dance really well and they can do that, it just whatever your talent is, you can do the best.
Now, how many people do you have working on this committee right now?
Right now, there's about 6 of us.
6 of you, and that's a major job on a lot of shoulders.
Yes.
A few shoulders, I
right. We can use a lot more help.
Okay. Well, listen, we're going to say again, we're going to repeat it. It's Miss Shoreline Scholarship Pageant.
And Miss Outstanding Teen Scholarship Pageant.
And Miss Outstanding Teen Scholarship Pageant. And they're taking place at the Holiday Inn, January the 30th.
Right, 7 o'clock.
And it'll be in the ballroom.
In the ballroom at 7.
Open to the public.
Open to the public.
Do we have an idea of the possible charge for it?
$20 for adults, and from 13 to lower grade, $10.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a little break here and get some of these other volunteers out here, and we're going to really hit them with the detailed questions.
That's good. That's good.
Is that fair with you?
Right, that's fair.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
Hi, West Michigan. I'm back with a couple of the volunteers, and you are?
I'm Rebecca Kaufman.
And you are?
I'm Brenda Sprader.
Now, both of you have been involved for a couple of years?
Going on about 5 years I've been involved, but I actually am a former contestant as well.
Oh, really?
From a few years ago.
Excellent. But I understand we have the same thing over here.
Yes.
You're a former contestant.
Yes, I was. It was quite a few years ago as well.
And is this why that you wanted to continue on with this? Because of your involvement in the past and it meant so much to you?
I think that's definitely a reason. And I have now been a judge at the state and local level, and then I'm continuing to serve at our local level for our pageant here in this capacity on the board.
Well, and it's you've got history. You've got knowledge of it.
That's right.
You've been there, done that. So
that's right.
You can make it easier.
That's right. And I know what a great opportunity is for the young women in our community to give back to their community in this way.
Okay, now we're going to go over here. And how about you, Brenda? What about you? How'd you get involved and jump in with both feet again?
Well, they asked me to be a judge last year. And,
see? One little question.
And we do need a lot of help. We certainly could use some more volunteers, and we're looking for local girls to get involved. And I have to say that I think the pageant changed my life. I was pretty shy before I was in the pageant, and they worked with you on interviews, and we were on TV, and just being in front of the crowd of people, doing my talent and those kind of things. I grew as a person, and today I'm an attorney. I don't know if I would have gone that far without having the pageant background.
And the nice thing about it, now you're here supporting it because you want to share what the benefits you received for others.
That's true. That's true.
So how long have you been involved this time?
This is my second year being involved, working with the pageant board.
Excellent. Tell us a little bit about the board.
Well, we meet.
I mean, I know you're new, so...
I'm new, but we get together and brainstorm ideas on how to get the local girls involved. I went to one of the high schools and spoke to some of the girls. And I think Judy probably gave you some information on where to call and maybe the Facebook page. I'm sure they'll post it at the end of the show so that folks in the community that want to get involved can and have a contact.
How do we go out and get these girls knowledgeable of what this is coming up?
Well, I think we can definitely use technology. They all seem to be connected to their devices in some way or another, but that seems to be the easiest way to get information out. But we also want to let our community businesses know as well that we need help and financial backing as well to be able to put this on. We're very fortunate to have the Miss Michigan pageant at the Fronthal yearly, and that draws people from all over the state of Michigan. And we also want to let our community know that we also have a local pageant for teens and for the Miss contestants that we also are very, very proud to have, and we would love to have more support for that, especially the financial end to back us in allowing the girls to have scholarship opportunities and community service opportunities as well.
Now, what kind of scholarship opportunities are involved with this? Is it money or tuition or college, or what is it? Or is it whatever?
It is college tuition. It sure is for the winner and for several of the runner-ups. So it's a great opportunity to be able to fund your future education.
Excellent. And Brenda, you mentioned something too I think is so important today. When you're talking about how these young girls are going through technology, technology doesn't give an opportunity to socialize and learn to handle yourself in public. And the way you described it, this was a godsend for you, really.
It is. It is an opportunity to learn about how to communicate. And the girls, I don't know if you have talked about what the requirements are of the girls yet.
Have not.
So
you can openly do that for us.
They will have an interview in the morning where the judges will all have an opportunity to kind of conversationally talk to each contestant one-on-one. And then during the pageant show, they have to provide a talent, which can be anything. I mean, we've had karate, we've had acting, comedy, just any number of talents they can choose from. Then they have an evening gown and a swimsuit. I think that's all that they're required to do.
Now the interviews are held just in front of the judges?
Yep, it's in a private room with just the judges asking each girl, each judge will ask the girl different questions, and it's for a certain time period, so it kind of goes around the table, and it gets pretty conversational. They need to be up on current events and maybe about why they're involved, and each girl has a platform as well, and so the judges could ask them about their platform.
What was your talent, by the way?
My talent was clarinet.
Excellent. And you still play?
I do not still play.
I got to come over here. And what was your talent?
My talent was singing.
Very good. I'm just curious because, it's got to be in your blood and your veins for both of you being on this committee and board making this happen because of your time that you spent in the hot seat.
Yeah, that's correct. And I still sing today, and I am a public school music teacher. So how about that?
Very good. Is there anything that I may have missed so far, Brenda?
No, I think you're doing a great job. Thank you.
How about you? You have anything to add?
No, we would just like to make sure that you come out and see our pageant, and if you're interested, you will definitely get details on how to contact us. We'd love to hear from you.
Well, we've got a couple more young ladies that we're going to be interviewing, and they can give us maybe some phone numbers and answer some questions that I may have missed, and we'll find out and give the public more information on this. And show up January 30th because it's going to be better weather inside the Holiday Inn at the pageant than it is going to be outside. So you heard it here first. West Michigan, I'm back, and this time I've got a couple more of the board members. I understand there's 5, so these are the last 2, and these are going to answer every question that we didn't have answered before. We've got one here with a cheat sheet, and you are?
Renee Rutz.
How long you been involved, Renee?
For 3 years now.
Okay, so you are new. And you are?
I'm Dawn McAvoy.
And you've been involved since you were a contestant.
Pretty much.
Is this why you're involved now? Because you just want to see it continue and you recall the fun and the great times you had?
Yes, I want to give young women opportunities to win scholarships and showcase themselves, their talent, their beauty, poise. It's really a great program.
And it's retribution, too, because when you were asked the questions by the judges, you said, I'm going to get even, now I can do that?
Believe it or not, that was one of my favorite parts of the pageant, was the interview.
Excellent. Well, but you're the one that gained on that.
Oh, certainly.
All the contestants are the ones that are doing all the gaining.
You know what? Because I went on and used those skills that I learned during the pageants for job interviews and for anything else that I did in my life.
Excellent. Great stepping stone. Mm-hmm. What about you now? You've been here a couple of years, but listen, you're the one with the cheat sheet.
Right.
So when we get down to a phone number or address or website, everything else, you've got that for us.
As long as I wrote it down correctly.
What got you involved?
My friend actually has always been involved in all of these great things, theater, and my neighbor, Judy Bisson, who you have already interviewed, said she's a neighbor, and one day she said, I need a little bit of help. She needs a lot of help, actually.
She used the term a little bit to get you not
right,
to say no.
exactly. She's really good at delegating. Hence my 3rd year doing this. So I tried it, and I just thought it was fabulous. I was so impressed with all of the talent, just the show itself. And I said, sure, I'll continue on.
Well, what I get a kick out of, and you two are also coming out with it, it's a lot of fun for you.
It's a lot of fun. It is.
Keeps us young.
Keeps us young. Everybody's young compared to me. That's why I'm here.
And what? You turned 25 last week?
3 times. You hit it right on a button.
You age well.
I know it. That's why they asked me to be a judge, and I haven't turned them down yet. Or should I say, I'm hoping they'll ask me to be a judge.
Well, I'm learning how to delegate, so you're on.
So what's your role in this?
I am the go-to girl. I will help the contestants behind the scene, make sure nothing's showing straps and nothing's tucked in or hanging out or ripped or torn, and if it is, I'll help them put it back together.
The little details. And
Little
those are
details
important.
And push them out there.
Because they're going to be stressed out.
Oh, they are. but they're, yes, yeah. They're excited too, very excited. But yeah, we just make sure that when they go out there, they're all in one piece and ready.
A good presentation for the audience.
Yes, absolutely.
So nothing disturbs the audience and say, did you see that? They had hair flying alongside their head. I know. We watch TV and look for that, right? Disruptions.
Oh, right.
How about you? What's your role?
Well, this year I'm going to judge the pageant, but in prior years I've helped behind the scenes, cueing girls, music, that kind of thing, getting them out the door and on stage where they're supposed to be. Actually, prop setup, which was lots of fun. And I'm really joking. Oh my, that was a really neat experience.
A comedy of errors?
Oh, it sure was. The circus was in town.
But that's the idea of this thing. If it's not fun, why are we doing it? And yet it's a great big plus for the Muskegon area too, what you're doing and keeping it going.
It certainly is, and we want to keep it going. We could always use more volunteers. We could always use more donors. Anything you guys can think of out there, we need it.
And you will delegate jobs for every one of them, the volunteers that come?
Absolutely.
We ask their interest, and then we go from there. But
Yes.
listen, I'm going to let you read your cheat sheet now. How, if somebody wants to be a volunteer, do they get in touch with this great little organization that you guys have full control of?
Right. Well, we're looking for more ways to spread the word, to get it more out there as well. But right now we do have a Facebook page, and it's Miss Shoreline Scholarship Pageant, and it's 2016 this year. We've got some fabulous pictures on from past years, and we are kind of throwing in there some past contestants, Dawn, and some other judges that are volunteering as well. And we also have an email address if you need more information. And the email address is missshorelinepageant@gmail.com.
Even though it's Miss Shoreline Scholarship Pageant, for the email address, we want to make it short so they can get into it easier, right?
Yes.
Okay. And there's an entry fee, and there's a lot of expenses that the gals all have on this too. We'll go over here with you because you've lived that, right?
Yes, well, back in the day, it was different. Now it's an open pageant, so it's more the girls pay a registration fee, and they come in and they can go. I mean, they can go through our pageant. Whoever doesn't win can go on to the next pageant and the next pageant. So they've made it kind of a really neat business, so no girl is left out. I mean, if a girl really wants to win, she can try again until she does.
So an investment she makes in dresses or costumes or all the time and hours they put into their talent won't be wasted in just one night.
No, sir, they won't. They can go on to the next pageant and the next.
Oh my gosh, and they get better and better and better.
And they do. We've seen it.
Oh, excellent. How did you feel you came out of this after you went through it? Was it a kind of an awakening for you? As
you know what?
You came out differently when you went in?
It was an education. Of course I did. I mean, when I remember the first pageant I was ever in, and it was called the Pro Pageant. It was the Miss Heart of Michigan pageant. And here I was, this little 18-year-old that didn't know anything. And some of these women had been like first runner-ups, second runner-ups in Miss Michigan. So I learned a lot. And then it got in my blood. I got the pageant bug and kept doing it, and it was fun.
I'm going to ask you now, can you tell us again where it is and when it is? It's not on your notes. I'm telling you now.
No. The event actually takes place here at the Holiday Inn in Muskegon, and it's on January 30th. There is a full rehearsal on Friday night, January 29th as well. And there is there's a scholarship actually that goes to the winner, just in case nobody has said that. And the scholarship for the Miss Shoreline is $350, which goes to a college class or course that keeps them up furthering their education. Yeah, for singing, dancing, or whatever they decide to go on. And the Little Miss Teen Scholarship is $200, and that goes toward gymnastics, dance, singing, whatever they're focusing on as well.
That reminds me, we haven't discussed it. There's actually two pageants in one.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there is.
Can you describe the two different ones?
The Miss Teen Pageant is, I believe, from 14 to 17, and then the Miss Scholarship Pageant is from 17 to 24.
But don't you have to be out of high school or something when you get in the second one, or is
No.
there some other criteria?
No.
Okay.
I not that I know of.
17, you can be in either of the pageants. It just depends on where your birthday lands.
Okay.
So,
Okay. That's good. But so you're going to have two pageant winners.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are.
Oh.
it's an all-day event. So
Double the fun too.
get ready, Judge.
They're bribing me to be a judge already. Is there anything that we may have missed that either one of you can think of that you would like to talk about?
Did you give them Judy's number?
Yes, she did that.
Okay.
Oh, well, let's do that again because we're going to put that on the screen. But Judy is the person that we're going to be in charge that is going to take the phone calls, right? Do we
Yes.
have her number here?
Yes, Judy Bisson. Her phone number is 231-755-3163. And I also want to put out there again that Miss Judy Bisson, who was involved with this when it used to be the Muskegon,
Miss Muskegon Seaway, Miss Muskegon Ottawa, and all the other transitional.
25 years, she said.
all right, has been for the last 5 years self-funding this. And so if there's anyone out there that wants to see this get bigger and would like to be a sponsor or a volunteer or know of anyone else that would like to help, we really could use the help. We'd like to see this get bigger as well.
She's the Rock of Gibraltar for you, right?
Yes, she is. Yes,
Without
she
her, it
is.
wouldn't exist. But the thing is, we're going to use her as a stepping stone so we can make this better with all you new volunteers
Yes.
we have on board.
Come on down. We really need your help.
You know, it's going to be a really bad job for me to be a judge, too, and I know they're going to twist in my arm to get me to do it, but I'm sure it's going to be an education for me, too, and if I am, I'm going to demand that I have some sort of criteria to follow, because I know this is going to be a very, very difficult choice for anybody that's got to make a choice on the excellent talent that you guys are talking about that's going to be here, so.
We get a lot of very top, the girls, their talent. I mean, it's a job to them. So, I mean, they're top notch.
Top notch. This is better than any idol show anywhere. Take it from me. West Michigan, you heard it here first. We want to thank all these lovely ladies and their time and energy, and you can see it's there. It's going to be a top-notch pageant. Come on down, Holiday Inn, January the 30th. Minor cost at the door to get in, but that's what helps sustain the pageant because the room is not free. The judges will be.
Yes, we will.
But come on down, get out of that cold winter weather, and enjoy the Miss Shoreline Scholarship Pageant, which is basically January 2016, which means the winner will be going into the Miss Michigan pageant in June?
June, yes.
June. And then that winner will go on and represent Michigan.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yep, and we hope to have the winner right here from West Michigan this year.